I'm Theo, and I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of Sticitt. Schools really struggle with efficiently collecting funds from their parent communities and the wider school community, and that often makes it difficult for them to operate sustainably. We're focusing on simplifying payment ecosystems within the education market, and on the back of that, we're trying to support parents as much as possible in how they manage their kids' money matters in a way that ensures kids pick up healthy financial habits from a really young age. When we started the business, we spent quite a bit of time to understand what are the key challenges that we face as a society. Consumerism, instant gratification, and over-indebtedness were some of the few things that we thought if we can help a future generation not have those things, that's probably something worth fighting for. We are not that focused necessarily on trying to be better from a product point of view, but more how do we deploy products in a way that solves those critical issues that we identified. If we can empower an entire future generation with healthy financial habits, that would be something really cool. When you talk about how parents go about teaching kids healthy money habits, it needs to be part of their everyday way of dealing with money. The first habit is that you must do something useful before you get money. Secondly, it's around how do you properly plan once you have a bit of money. So how do you set a proper budget? How do you plan as part of budgeting that you create a saving habit really early on? And also when you spend, how do you implement a habit of getting value from the money that you do actually spend? How do you teach kids over and above just saving to invest as well from a young age, that they can build wealth for the future? And the last habit was, how do we teach kids that they also need to give? They're not part of this thing themselves, we're part of a bigger society, and we're part of a collective that needs to push this thing forward. One of the most basic things that kids do is they buy things, right? So they transact. So having a mechanism that offers general acceptance for kids is critical. Paymentology's platform, in partnership with MasterCard, gave us the perfect tool that we can give the kids something that they can use anywhere where they go when it comes to transacting. The product wouldn't have existed without that. You integrate with them and they take care of all the heavy lifting with regards to the card management, the card issuing, the processing and those sort of things, and the interfacing with the issuing bank. The most important thing for us when we looked at a partner, and that will help us with our issuing initiative effectively, is the importance that they buy into the world that we envision and buy into how it is that we would like to change the industry. For us, Paymentology was a perfect fit because from the beginning they bought into what we're trying to do. They had the right product for us, and they also showed that they've got the right mindset in terms of it's not just here's the product, you take it as it is, but how can we figure out how to get around challenges as part of this journey of ours to build towards this end state that we envision as a business. You cannot go through a day without touching the formal money system in some way or form, right? So making sure that people are equipped to deal with that money system in a way that is constructive and to their benefit is absolutely critical. If you're only going to serve half the population with covering the broader sense of financial literacy and you exclude the other half, then the other half will get themselves into trouble, which I think the current millennial generation has done to a certain extent. So the way that we go about solving the financial literacy component needs to be in an inclusive manner so that we can give everyone those tools so they can build themselves a better life. We hope to really move the game forward in South Africa when it comes to how we empower people through financial products, starting with the youth market. If you want to implement a different way of thinking about how things should work, the youth market is probably the place to start, because we can really embed a different way of thinking around money with the youth market, whereas the of-age market is sort of, they've got their way of how they think about banking and those sort of things. We're not going to try too much to change them. Often when you start a business, you think it's fun because you're ideating a lot. You need to find a way how to make sure that the people know about what you're trying to do here. Otherwise, you will just be another reference on the board of someone who really tried. If you truly find something that you believe in, just stick to it, get the right partners, and just persevere and push through it. We'd love to look back in 20 years and say, together with Paymentology, we've empowered an entire generation to be better equipped to deal with a complex money system. And they use us every single day as part of their general way of life.